Ladies and gentlemen, life is not just about existing, it is about living with purpose, passion, and power. Many people walk through life without direction, wondering why happiness and success never arrive at their doorstep. The truth is, life doesn't reward wishers, it rewards doors. To win in life, you need rules, principles, and habits that guide your journey. Today, I want to share with you 9 rules to win life. These rules are not shortcuts. They are timeless truths that transform ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. The very first and most important rule to win life is self-awareness. You cannot conquer the world if you have not conquered yourself. Too many people are running in circles, chasing careers they don't love, following paths society forced them to take, running through the park, or living someone else's dream instead of their own. The truth is, if you don't know who you are, life will confuse you, people will misuse you, and the world will shape you into something you are not meant to be. Knowing yourself means taking the time to reflect on your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and values. It means asking yourself questions that most people are afraid to ask. What do I really want? What truly excites me? What kind of life would I regret not living? Self-awareness is not about what the world wants from you, but about what your soul cries out for. When you know who you are, comparison disappears. You stop measuring your life against others because you understand that your journey is unique. You don't get jealous of someone else's success because you realize it doesn't take away from your own potential. Instead, you admire, you learn, and you grow. Self-awareness gives you confidence because you are no longer pretending, you are walking boldly in your truth. Self-awareness requires courage. It requires you to face your flaws and admit your weaknesses. It means being honest about your fears and accepting your imperfections. Too often, people wear masks just to fit in. Masks may help you survive in the crowd. They will never help you win in life. Winning comes only when you live authentically, unapologetically, passionately as yourself. So if you want to win life, take time to sit with yourself. Write down your values, explore your talents, and listen to that inner voice that has been silenced by noise and expectations. Know your worth, set your boundaries, and walk your path. Because at the end of the day, the greatest victory is not becoming someone else. It is becoming the best version of who you truly are. One of the greatest illusions people live with is the belief that motivation alone will carry them to success. They wait for inspiration, they wait for that perfect burst of energy to finally begin. But here's the reality. Motivation is like a spark, burns brightly for a moment, but it quickly fades away. Discipline, however, is like firewood. It may not shine as intensely in the beginning, but it burns steadily, giving you consistent strength to keep moving forward. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is a decision. It is waking up early even when the bed feels too comfortable. It is going to the gym even when you don't feel like working out. It is studying when you're tired, working when you're uninspired, and showing up day after day even when nobody is watching. The truth is, successful people are not always motivated. They simply train themselves to do what must be done regardless of how they feel. Think about it. If you only acted when you felt motivated, you would get nowhere. There will be days when you feel lazy, days when your mind tells you to give up, when your heart whispers, take it easy, running through the park. It doesn't matter. But those who win in life are the ones who ignore that voice of weakness and follow the voice of discipline. Discipline is stronger than feelings, stronger than excuses, stronger than temporary comfort. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Everyone has dreams, everyone wants success, everyone imagines a better future. But only disciplined people transform those dreams into reality. Without discipline, Dreams remain fantasies. With discipline, fantasies become achievements. Another truth about discipline is that it creates freedom. At first, it feels like restriction, forcing yourself to follow routines, sticking to schedules, practicing self-control. But over time, discipline sets you free. It frees you from regret, from missed opportunities, running through the park, from a life of mediocrity. When you live with discipline, you can look back with pride instead of disappointment, because you know you gave your best. So if you want to win life, stop chasing temporary motivation and start building permanent discipline. Set rules for yourself. Create habits that push you forward. Train your mind to choose long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. Because the day motivation disappears, and it always will, discipline will be the force that carries you to victory. If there is one thing you must realize about life, it is this: your time and your energy are your most valuable resources. They are more precious than money, more powerful than possessions, and once they are gone, you can never get them back. People often waste years chasing things that don't matter, pouring energy into relationships that drain them, and giving attention to distractions that add no value to their future. If you truly want to win in life, you must become ruthless about protecting both your time and your energy. Time is life itself. Every second that passes is a piece of your existence you will never see again. Yet many of us treat time as if it is unlimited. We waste it scrolling endlessly, gossiping, worrying about things outside of our control, or trying to please people who don't care about us. Winners understand that time is a treasure, and they spend it wisely. They invest it in growth, in building meaningful relationships, in creating, in resting when necessary, and in chasing their vision. Energy, on the other hand, running through the park, is the fuel that powers your time. You can have all the time in the world, but if your energy is drained, you won't be able to use it effectively. Negative people, toxic environments, and unhealthy habits act like thieves. They steal your energy and leave you empty. Running through the park. Protecting your energy means surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, environments that inspire you, and habits that strengthen you. It means saying no without guilt, cutting off distractions without hesitation, and prioritizing your mental and emotional health above all. Understand this: not everyone deserves access to you. Just because someone demands your time doesn't mean you owe it to them. Just because the world is shouting doesn't mean you have to listen. Protecting your energy and time requires boundaries. And boundaries are not walls that shut people out. They are gates that allow the right people in and keep the wrong people out. When you guard your energy and time, something powerful happens. You begin to move with clarity. Your days become purposeful. Running through the park, your actions align with your goals. Instead of being pulled in 100 different directions, you start focusing on the few things that truly matter. This is how winners operate. They don't try to do everything, they focus on the right things. So if you want to win in life, ask yourself, where am I wasting my time? Who is draining my energy? What habits are stealing my future? Then have the courage to cut those things off. Running through the park. Because the truth is, you can never live your best life if your time and energy are constantly being stolen by things that don't deserve them. Protect them fiercely, and you will find yourself achieving more with less effort, creating more impact with fewer distractions, and living with more peace in a chaotic world. In today's world, patience has become a rare virtue. We live in an age of instant gratification, fast food, instant downloads, one-click shopping, and social media likes within seconds. Society has trained us to expect results immediately. But life does not work like a microwave, it works like a seed. You cannot plant a seed today and expect a tree tomorrow. Everything meaningful in life requires time, and the greatest victories always belong to those who understand the power of patience. Patience is not weakness. It is strength under control. Is the ability to stay calm in the process while the world screams at you to quit. It is trusting that just because you don't see the results today doesn't mean your efforts are wasted. Think about nature. Tree takes years to grow strong roots before it ever provides shade. Flowers bloom only in their season. The ocean does not rush its waves, and the sun never skips a morning. Everything powerful in life moves with patience, not haste. The problem is, impatience makes people abandon their dreams too soon. They try for a little while, and when results don't appear instantly, they give up. Winners understand that success is not about speed. It's about consistency. Progress is often invisible in the beginning. The weight you lift today may not show on your body tomorrow, but keep going and the transformation will come. The business you start may struggle at first, but with patience and persistence, it can grow into something extraordinary. The relationship you nurture may not flourish overnight, but with time, love becomes unshakable. Patience also teaches you resilience, forces you to trust the process and grow stronger in the waiting season. Impatience leads to frustration, anxiety, and regret, while patience leads to wisdom, peace, and breakthroughs. Remember, waiting is not wasting, waiting is preparing. Every moment of patience is building your character, sharpening your strength, and aligning opportunities for you at the right time. And let us be honest, sometimes life delays things not to punish you, but to prepare you. If success came too early, you wouldn't be ready to handle it. If love arrived before you matured, you might lose it. If blessings came before you built discipline, they might destroy you. Patience ensures that you are ready when the right moment finally arrives. So if you want to win in life, rushing the process. Stop comparing your timeline to someone else's. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. It will arrive when you are ready. Water your seed daily, nurture your vision with consistency, and embrace the waiting season with faith. Because patience is not just the ability to wait, it is the art of waiting with the right attitude. And those who master patience always reap the greatest rewards. Life is not a straight road. It is a battlefield filled with challenges, betrayals, appointments, and unexpected storms. No matter how smart you are, no matter how talented or wealthy, you will face pain. People you trusted may turn against you, plans you worked hard for may fail, and seasons of loneliness, stress, or loss may knock on your door. What separates winners from quitters is not that winners avoid pain. It's that they build the emotional strength to rise above it. Emotional strength is the ability to control your reactions when life tests you. It is choosing calm when chaos surrounds you. It is responding with wisdom instead of anger, with persistence instead of giving up, with courage instead of fear. Weak people let their emotions control them. One insult can ruin their entire day. One failure can make them quit. One betrayal can make them bitter. But emotionally strong people don't allow circumstances to dictate their destiny. They master their emotions instead of being slaves to them. Understand this: emotional strength does not mean you never feel pain. It means you feel it, but you don't let it define you. It means you can cry, but you don't collapse. You can get angry, but you don't let anger destroy you. You can fail, but you don't label yourself a failure. Emotional strength is about bouncing back again and again, no matter how many times life tries to knock you down. Look at history. Every great leader, every champion, every successful human being had to endure storms that would have broken ordinary people. What kept them standing was not just skill or intelligence, it was emotional resilience. They refused to be crushed by negativity, refused to drown in self-pity, refused to let temporary pain steal their permanent destiny. Building emotional strength requires training, just like building physical strength. You don't become mentally tough overnight. You develop it every time you control your temper instead of exploding. Every time you push through fear instead of running away. Every time you keep going when quitting feels easier. Emotional strength is forged in the fire of adversity. Each struggle you survive adds another layer of resilience to your soul. Another key part of emotional strength is forgiveness. Holding grudges, replaying betrayals, and carrying resentment only weakens you. Forgiveness does not mean you accept what was done to you. It means you refuse to let it poison your spirit. Strong people do not allow the past to chain them. They let go and move forward with freedom. So, if you want to win in life, train your emotional muscles daily. Learn to stay calm under pressure. Learn to stand tall in rejection. Learn to use pain as fuel instead of letting it break you. Because emotional strength is the shield that protects you from life's storms, and without it, even the smallest challenges will defeat you. But with it, no mountain is too high, no valley too deep, no storm too strong. One of the most dangerous mistakes a person can make is to believe they already know enough. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. And when you stop growing, life begins to pass you by. The world is constantly changing, technology advances, opportunities evolve, and knowledge expands every single day. If you are not learning, you are falling behind. That is why the greatest winners in life are lifelong students. They understand that learning is not something you do for a few years in school. It is a journey that continues until your last breath. Knowledge is power, but growth is freedom. Every book you read, every skill you master, every lesson you learn, these are seeds you plant in your future. They may not bear fruit immediately, but over time they compound, creating opportunities you never imagined. Winners don't just learn when it's convenient. They hunger for knowledge. They read, they listen, they observe, they ask questions, and most importantly, they learn from their mistakes. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is often this: when unsuccessful people fail, they quit. When successful people fail, they analyze, adapt, and learn. Every setback becomes a lesson, every mistake becomes a stepping stone, and every challenge becomes a teacher. Learning from failure is the greatest education life can give you, because theory can never teach you what real experience will. Running through the park. Another truth about learning is that it keeps you humble. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. Ignorance makes people arrogant, but wisdom makes people humble. When you are a lifelong learner, you never assume you have arrived. You stay curious, open-minded, and hungry for growth. This mindset is what separates leaders from followers, innovators from imitators, and achievers from dreamers. And let us not forget, learning is not limited to books or classrooms. Learning comes from mentors who have walked the path before you. It comes from observing nature, listening to different perspectives, traveling to new places, and stepping outside your comfort zone. Every person you meet has a lesson to teach. Every experience you face has wisdom to offer. The key is to pay attention and absorb it. So, if you want to win in life, adopt the mindset of a student forever. Never assume you know enough. Never settle with the knowledge you have today. Challenge yourself to grow every single day. Read a page, learn a skill, watch something that educates instead of distracts, and reflect on your experiences. Remember, your mind is your greatest weapon. And the sharper you keep it, the further it will take you. Running through the park. Because in the end, winners are not the ones who know everything. They are the ones who never stop learning. If you want to truly win in life, you must understand this. Real success is not measured only by what you achieve, but also by what you give. A life lived only for yourself may bring temporary pleasure, but a life lived in service to others brings lasting fulfillment. The world may celebrate wealth, power, and status, but the hearts of people remember kindness, generosity, and compassion. Serving and giving back does not always mean donating millions or building charities. It can be as simple as sharing your time, offering encouragement, lending a helping hand, or using your knowledge to uplift someone else. Sometimes, your smile, your guidance, your mentorship, or your presence can change another person's life forever. You may not realize it, one small act of kindness can create a ripple that spreads further than you will ever see. The truth is, when you give, you do not lose, you multiply. Giving creates abundance. It creates joy, both for the one receiving and for the one giving. Think about it. When you help someone else succeed, when you ease someone's burden, when you make someone's day better, you are not just making their life richer, you are enriching your own soul. Winners understand that life is not just about climbing to the top alone. It's about reaching back and pulling others up with you. Service also teaches humility. It reminds you that no matter how high you rise, you are still connected to humanity. It prevents success from making you arrogant and keeps your heart grounded. Serving others gives your achievements meaning. What good is building a fortune if it never blesses anyone else? What good is knowledge if you never share it? What good is power if it never protects the weak? And here's another truth. The legacy of your life will not be the cars you drove, the houses you lived in, or the titles you carried. Your legacy will be the lives you touched, the people helped, the love you gave, and the difference you made. People may forget what you said, people may forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Giving back also creates a cycle. When you serve others, you inspire them to do the same. Your generosity plants seeds of kindness in others, and those seeds grow into forests of impact. The world changes not because of one person doing everything, but because of millions of people doing something. So if you want to win in life, shift your focus from what can I get to what can I give? Use your blessings to bless others. Use your struggles to inspire others. Use your victories to lift others. Because the greatest winners are not just remembered for what they achieved. They are remembered for how they made the world better for others. In the end, success is not just about building a life you love. It is about leaving behind a life that continues to inspire long after you are gone. That is the power of service. That is the secret of giving back. My friends, life is not about luck, it is about choice. Every day, you are shaping your future through the rules you live by. If you want to truly win in life, remember these 9 rules. Know who you are, master discipline, protect your time and energy, practice patience, build emotional strength, never stop learning, serve and give back true to your vision, and choose happiness daily. Each of these rules is not a quick fix, but a lifelong principle. They will not make life easier, but they will make you stronger. They will not remove challenges, but they will prepare you to rise above them. They will not hand you success on a silver plate, but they will guide you to build success with your own hands. Winning in life does not mean defeating others. It means defeating your fears, your excuses, your doubts, and your weaknesses. It means waking up every day with purpose, living with authenticity, and leaving behind a legacy that inspires others long after you are gone. So, as you walk forward, remember the world is not waiting for another copy. It is waiting for the best version of you. Live boldly, grow endlessly, give generously, and love deeply. If you live by these rules, you will not only win life, you will live a life worth winning.